In the hush of dawn, 'neath the old oak sway, I found her scarf, blue as the new day. Memories flood like the creek after rain, of laughter shared on this dusty plain. She danced with the wind where the wildflowers lay, in a town too quiet where shadows stay. Oh, her shadow stays, though she's gone away, in the corners of the night, in the edges of the day. On the old porch swing, I can hear her say, love like ours, darling, it never fades. But the wind's a cruel player with the games it plays. She's a fading trail, but her shadow stays. The old cabin stands on the gravel road, windows blank stare, bare stories untold. Where we once were fire, now's but ash and dust. Her laughter's echo, a ghostly gust. Echoes of footsteps in the sunset's blaze. She rode into the horizon, but her shadow stays. Yes, her shadow stays as the daylight frays, in the whisper of the leaves, in the silence of the graves. On the empty bed where the cool breeze plays, love finds its rest, darling, she'd phrase. But my heart's left wandering through a lonesome maze. She's the song that ends, but a shadow stays. Now I roam these lands astray without a home, chasing echoes and a ghost in the twilight's comb, where the rivers sing and the mountains gaze. I look for her in the dawn's soft rays. Still a shadow stays in the quiet ways, in the rustle of the oaks where the old dog lays. As the night descends, as the cold air sways, love's a lasting light, darling, my heart conveys. Though I walk alone where the coyote brays, in the whispers of the wind, her shadow stays. Under the shade of an old oak tree, where the river bends and whispers to me, you and I, we carved our names in those worn out boots that still remain. The trail runs cold by the cabin side, where you swore to stay right by my side. But boots stays under that endless sky, in the dust where the old paths lie. And I hear your laugh and the wind soft cries, while the sunset bleeds through the prairie's eyes. Boots stays, but you rode away, leaving me with the echoes of yesterday. Now the gravel roads, they don't sing no more, just whisper secrets of what was before. Old porch swings empty like the heart in my chest. Saddles gathering dust like the scarf you left. Rain taps soft on the window pane. Each drop a memory, each a sting of pain. Yes, boot stays under that stormy sky, in the dust where my hopes might die. And I hear your voice in the rain soft sigh, while the stars hide shy in the morning sky. Boot stays, but you're not here today. Just shadows in the silver of the sun's old rays. So I'll roam these lands, drift through this life, a ghost in the echoes in the twilight strife. But no matter how far these old roads bend us to your memory, my heart will tend. Boot stays where our dreams lay deep, in the heart of the wild, in the promises we keep. So I'll sing to the night, let my lone soul stray 'neath the haunting moon where the night birds pray. Boot stays as I walk alone, in the lingering sigh of a love long gone. The song fades like twilight into the night, leaving a trail of heartache, whispered memories in the quiet air. In the dawn's pale light, where the oak tree shadows lie, I once woke beside her under the endless frontier sky. The porch creaked softly with our whispered dreams. Cold morning tied down in the seams of old blue jeans. The cabin held the warmth of love like a sacred flame, and every whispered wind seemed to breathe her name. Oh, how the heart can yearn through the seasons turn, lost like the sun dipping low where the quiet rivers flow. Her scarf still holds the scent of juniper and rain, every thread a reminder of love's sweet lingering pain. Now the gravel roads stretch out like the regrets I own. Her laughter echoes over creeks where we once had roamed. The town once bustling fades like the trails we rode, each hoof beat a memory, every sunset low. She drifted away like the leaves in the autumn breeze, left me with these empty rooms and rusting sycamore trees. Oh, how the heart can yearn through the seasons turn, lost like the sun dipping low where the quiet rivers flow. Her scarf still holds the scent of juniper and rain, every thread a reminder of love's sweet lingering pain. By the fireside, the shadows dance alone tonight, the stars above like eyes watching in the quiet light. Maybe in another life where the wildflowers remain, we'd ride those dusty trails, never to part again. Oh, how my heart still yearns as the old world turns, beneath the endless sky where old lovers say goodbye, tied down on this cold morning with nothing left to claim. Her memory, a silent song, a whisper through the plains. In the shade of an ancient oak, where the whispers of the old world spoke, I carved our names in the heart of the wood, where the silence of our lost love stood. The creek nearby, it sang its tune beneath the quiet prairie moon. Your scarf still caught on the jagged bark, a faded red against the dark. Oh, these ghost-carved memories, they haunt the trails where we once roamed. In every gust your laughter flees. They're empty cabins past dreams we own. My heart's a shadow in the twilight, drifting over gravel roads in the fading light of a love that might have been where the restless river flows. Now the porch where we used to sit, watch the seasons change amid to the winds that sweep through hollow rooms, carrying the remnants of old perfumes. And I, lone rider on these plains, find solace in the rains that wash the tracks we left behind, but never blur you from my mind. Oh, these ghost-carved memories, they haunt the trails where we once roamed. In every gust your laughter flees. They're empty cabins past dreams we own. My heart's a shadow in the twilight, drifting over gravel roads in the fading light of a love that might have been where the restless river flows. By the dusty glow of the setting sun, I see your face and I come undone. Time's cruel hand may heal the scars, but leaves its stories in the stars. An old saddle worn lies near the door, like my heart not needed anymore. In the echoes of my solitude lies the quiet depth of my gratitude. Oh, these ghost-carved memories, they haunt the trails where we once roamed. In every gust your laughter flees. Through empty cabins past dreams we own. I let the dust claim what's left to save me. Folks, shadows by the grave of a love too wild to ever tame. Ghost-carved, I'll whisper your name. Out there where the old oak stands, under the weeping sky, I first saw her while laughing eyes in the spring when the river was high. We carved our dreams in the bark, sealed them with a sunset's cry. But like the leaves that turn with time, some love just says goodbye. Storm stays in the hollows of this heart. Winds may twist the path, but from her memory I can't part. Rain falls on the tin roof like tears on an old porch light. And in the whisper of the pines, I'm with her every lonesome night. Years flew like dust off a cowboy's boots through seasons of endless roam. Her scarf still hangs by the door of the cabin that we called home. The trails that we once walked, now overgrown, tell the tale days gone past, like the shadow of an empty saddle. Some things ain't meant to last. The storm stays in the hollows of this heart. Winds may twist the path, but from her memory I can't part. Rain falls on the tin roof like tears on an old porch light. And in the whisper of the pines, I'm with her every lonesome night. By the flicker of the firelight, I see her dancing free. Neath the stars, I still remember what my heart won't let me be. So here I stand, a broken man, on roads that she once graced, holding on to a ghost of a girl in the storm that never fades. Storm stays, oh, but how I've tried to ride past her memory's gate. Yet every sunset spills her colors and strokes I can't erase. Rain falls on this heart-soul porch like whispers of her life. And I know in the dust and the wind, she's never truly out of sight. So I sing this song to the storm, to the love that I still crave, beneath the vast eternal skies, till I take it to my grave.
In the valley where the river bends, neath the shadow of the old oak tree, we carved our dreams in the bark, deep as the scars back on my knee. There we sipped on the summer like sweet whiskey, in a world of shattered glass turned cold. Oh, how the silence screams in the moonlit gleams, where the echoes of our laughter haunt my dreams. Now I wander through the ghost of spring, where the shattered glass turned cold, and the memories like midnight rain forever hold. The old porch swing hangs loose, the cabin's quiet, still by time. Gravel roads where we once rode, now trails of dust and whispered goodbyes. Your scarf still lies on the saddle like a flag surrendered in the night, beneath the stars that watched our world come undone. Oh, how the silence screams in the moonlit gleams, where the echoes of our laughter haunt my dreams. Now I wander through the ghost of spring, where the shattered glass turned cold, and the memories like midnight rain forever hold. Did the wildflowers we feel in you slip away, or did the mountain merely sigh, knowing you wouldn't stay? In the church of the open sky, prayers are just whispers to the clouds, drifting away like your love lost in the shroud. So here's to the shadows where our past lies deep, to the cold glass shards under the weeping willows weep. I'll walk these roads alone, my heart bent in winters I see fold, where once we were, now just a shattered glass turned cold. And
And as the last note fades, like the sunset's final blush, I hold on to the quiet sorrow, the tender, crushing hush.
By the gnarled oak at Wilson's Bend, where the river kisses tired land, I see her scarf splash of red among the wildflowers where we once tread. Each whispered breeze a soft lament for whispered loves in shadow spent. Now the ghost haunts where laughter danced on empty trails, in fleeting glances, under moonlit canvases, in the stillness of the plains. Her whispers mingle with the rain. The old porch swing creaks alone its song, a tired melody of right and wrong. Time the thief came riding through, stole her smile as cold winds blew. Now the cabin's bare as bones, echoing the heart that moans. Ghost haunts where laughter danced on fading paths in silent chants, under starlit sadness where wild roses strain. Her laughter's caught in the wind's refrain. Dusty road with my saddle worn, I ride the edges of my heart torn, in the echoes of my hollow boots, walks a love that's turned to roots. Still the ghost haunts where dreams once lived, in whispered echoes something's gotta give. Under sunsets painted where the old path wanes, her memory's a melody in the dusk's remains. Out by lonely hill where the oak tree stands, I carved our names in the bark with these weathered hands. We watch sunsets paint the sky, just you and me, in that old cabin shadow. We were wild, we were free. Oh, lonely hill, you hold my heart in your rugged ground, where we ran through dreams with no one else around. Now the wind whispers through the grass, a soft, mournful sound. Lonely hill, where my love, oh, she died young. Seasons turned and the frost
else came to claim the land. Your scarf's still in my pocket, but there's no warmth in my hand. The gravel road we wandered, now overgrown, leads back to an empty porch where memories moan. Oh, lonely hill, you hold my heart in your rugged ground, where we ran through dreams with no one else around. The oak tree stands silent under stars that still astound. Lonely hill, where my love, oh, she died young. Underneath that vast prairie sky, I hear her call, in the rustle of the leaves, in the autumn's gentle paw. Riding trails now fading, where our laughter once rang tall. Her echo in the canyon, a haunting love and throw. Oh, lonely hill, you cradle dreams that never age, bound by the promise of a dusty bygone stage. My heart lies buried neath your sage. Lonely hill, where my love forever young on this old page. So I'll sing to the stars above the quiet earth, a ballad for a ghost and the love she gave birth. Every whisper in the wind, every tear has its worth. On lonely hill where love died young and found its rebirth.
In the shadow of the oak by the rusted rail, where the scarves of lovers fluttered like a veil, your laughter carved canyons deep in my soul. Now it's just whispers where the cold winds blow. Beneath the porch where our initials are old, that old wooden swing, now silent and cold. Oh, my heart rides the trails of yesterday, through ghost towns and memories that won't fade away. Your echo lives in the clapboard homes, in the twilight's embrace where I roam alone. Every sunset dips in a sorrow so bold. In the night, my love, your ghost turned cold. Cabin stands empty on Whispering Pine Road, windows like eyes, hollow and old. The hearth where we warmed is now filled with dust. Our dreams like the fire succumb to rust. The saddle hangs heavy where the stories were told by a dusty old cowboy, his heart bought and sold. Oh, my heart rides the trails of yesterday, through ghost towns and memories that won't fade away. Your echo lives in the clapboard homes, in the twilight's embrace where I roam alone. Every sunset dips in a sorrow so bold. In the night, my love, your ghost turned cold. From the creek's gentle murmur to the rain on the roof, each drop a symphony of the truth. Love's not just the laughter under clear blue skies, but the tears we shed, darling, and our goodbyes. These hills under stars, silver and old, seeking solace where my memories unfold. In the lands of the lost, beneath skies so vast, I'll whisper your name to the winds that pass. Forgive me, my dear, for the tales I've told, where the night holds your warmth
before it turns cold. Every sunset dips in a sorrow so bold. In the night, my love, your ghost turned cold. In the night, my love, your ghost turned cold. Out where the oak trees shadowed forgotten trails, I found your flannel shirt, faded, frayed at the seams. It danced on a porch rail, whispering in the gale, ghosts of you and me stitched in its weary dreams. That shirt still lingers like the scent of rain on dust, haunted by the sunset, painted in your rust. Every thread of memory, each tear a tale of trust, underneath the wide skies where your shadows cast. Years have rolled like thunder echoes in the plains. Towns grow silent as the stars begin to fade. Where once laughter mingled with the summer rains, now only empty cabins in the groves we lay. That shirt still lingers like the scent of rain on dust, haunted by the sunset, painted in your rust. Every thread of memory, each tear a tale of trust, underneath the wide skies where your shadows cast. On the gravel road I wander, saddle sore and worn, each step away from you a new kind of morn. I wear your scarf against the wind, frayed and torn, looking for solace where our love was sworn. That shirt still lingers like the scent after the storm, a whisper of the past in the fabric worn. I carry it like a cross through the lands forlorn, losing you again with each day that dawns, as the sun dips low and the night claims the vast. I feel you in the silence, in the echoes of the past. On the edge of Dusty Creek, beneath the ancient oak's embrace, her laughter filled the summer air, no sorrow could it trace. We carved our names within the bark, a promise meant to stay. But like the leaves come autumn's end, her smile slipped away. Her smile tied down my restless soul beneath the prairie skies. Now I roam through ghostly towns where only silence lies. In the whisper of the wind I hear her voice, soft and low, echoing across the valleys where the lonely rivers flow. The cabin stands but empty now on the road where violets grew. Our dreams once hung on every wall, bright as morning dew. I walk the rooms, the floorboards grown like the saddles we once rode. Each step a memory, each breath a load. Her smile tied down my wandering heart under sunsets burning red. Now I drift where shadows part, haunted by the words unsaid. In the rustling of the leaves, in the raindrops' solemn song, I find her traces faint and sweet in the twilight all along. And oh, how the mountains recall our echoes fading into gray. The scarf she left on the old porch swing, I see it every day. A token frayed and weather-worn like the love I cannot claim. In this life of dust and thorns, nothing stays the same. Tied down my soul to dreams where wild rivers weave. Though I've roamed 1,000 trails, my heart refused to leave. Now every star up in that endless sky, every whisper through the pines, holds a piece of her, the lost love of mine, as I wander, bound by memories in these endless fading lines.
In the shadow of the canyon, where the oak tree stands alone, I found your scarf, the one you wore, now faded, frayed, and blown. The wind whispers secrets through the branches overhead, echoes of the sweet words to me you once had said. Oh, the wind whispers low beneath the coyote's cry, where the riverbeds run dry under the vast unending sky. My heart lies buried in the rugged dusty plains, where the silent sunsets bleed and only your memory remains. These gravel roads, they twist and turn past porches old and worn, each creaking board a testament to vows once sweetly sworn. The time it rode a swifter steed took you far from these wild lands, left me roaming solo with just shadows holding hands. Oh, the wind whispers low beneath the coyote's cry, where the riverbeds run dry under the vast unending sky. My heart lies buried in the rugged dusty plains, where the silent sunsets bleed and only your memory remains. I've worn my sorrow like an old leather saddle, riding trails of solitude, too lonesome to straddle. But every gust, every storm that I weather ties me stronger, the ghost of your tether. So let the wind whisper soft, let it howl, let it moan,
I'll walk these empty cabins, these forgotten roads alone, as the dusk claims the day with a deep purple sigh. I'm a shadow in the sunset with no tears left to cry, where the paths fade away in the lands you once roamed. The wind whispers your name, my heart's final home. Out by the ridge where the old oak weeps, your scarf still dances on a breeze so sweet. We carved our names under stars so deep, where the lonely fire sleeps. Oh, my heart rides the winds of those silent plains, where the whispers echo with your name. Under the moonlight, my regrets I keep beside the ashes where the lonely fire sleeps. The porch still creaks from our last goodbye. The saddle's dusty, no more rides. Gravel roads stretch neath endless skies. Memories fade where old love lies. Oh, my heart rides the winds of those silent plains, where the whispers echo with your name. Under the moonlight, my regrets I keep beside the ashes where the lonely fire sleeps. Rain washes old trails, but not the pain. Dust settles, but your scent remains. In every sunset, your shadow creeps through empty cabins where my sorrow seeps. So I'll sing to the stars about a love that was deep, in a town too small for secrets to keep. Forever wandering, a soul that never sleeps, dreaming by the ruins where the lonely fire sleeps. Yes, I'm lost in the quiet where the lonely fire sleeps. Out by the old oak tree where the soft winds sway, we carved our names inside a heart that day. Her laughter danced like leaves in autumn's playful fray. On that porch, under stars where we swore we'd stay. But her smile washed away like dust in the rain, leaving trails of her whispers in a heart full of pain. Every sunset paints her face on the plains, her memories a ghost town with love's remains. The cabin stands, but the light's long gone dim. Gravel roads echo where her footsteps had been. An old scarf she left now threadbare and slim hangs on the saddle, swaying at a whim. Her smile washed away like dust in the rain, leaving trails of her whispers in a heart full of pain. Every sunset paints her face on the plains, her memories a ghost town with love's remains. Under the vast skies where the wild horses roam, I wander with the shadows, far from what was home. In the quiet of the desert, where I'm left to comb, her essence in the breeze is all I've ever known. Your smile washed away with the creek's solemn tune, in the hush of the night, neath the pale silver moon. If love is a melody, it ended too soon. On the wind she's a song, a lost sweet croon. Her smile washed away, but in my dreams it stays, a faded cherished memory through the endless days. In the rustling leaves I hear her soft phrase, her smile washed away, but her echo always sways. Out where the oak trees shadow the dust-laden trail, I met her wild heart in a soft-spoken tale. Under the canvas of a twilight so lush, by the bend where the river sings hushed. Oh, Canyon died young in the arms of the dawn. Her whispers still dance in the breeze that's now gone. These old boots tread paths where our laughter once lay. In the echoes of sunset, I'm losing my way. We carved our names on the side of an old wooden porch, watch seasons turn while holding a torch. But the winter came harsh, stole the warmth from her hands, left me wandering alone through these lands. Yes, Canyon died young as the night stole the morn. Her scarf caught the wind, now tattered and worn. These old boots tread paths through the silence they stray. In the shadows of moonlight, I'm fading away. And there by the hearth of an empty log cabin, I ponder the fire, how it glows much like passion. A heart can't spark flames, yet in ashes truths lie, like the dust of the trail when it's dry. Canyon died young with the stars as her crown. In the quiet of the night, I lay my heart down. These old boots stop at the edge of our dreams, where the river runs silent and the path gas softly gleams. Oh, canyon, my love, in the breeze, hear my cry. In the land that we love, must a good then.
Out on a road where the gravel's worn thin, past the oak tree where our names are carved in. Old cabin shadow under that crimson sky holds a ghost of your laughter and the tear I never saw you cry. Memory bleeds on the edges of my mind, old scarves in the wind, dusty trails left behind. Each sunset burns just like the kiss we shared on that old porch swing. Oh, how we were unprepared. And now the town's just a whisper where joy once stands free. Empty streets echo footsteps, just my shadow follows me. Saddles wearing thin from the journey since you're gone. In the silence of the high plains, even the wind sounds forlorn. Memory bleeds on the edges of my mind, fading past where our dreams were once entwined. Sunsets still burn, but they don't warm me like before. In this quiet town, love doesn't live here anymore. Underneath the wide blue, where the hawks circle and die, I've learned to be alone, learned how memories survive. Like the rain through the dust, washes clean the sorrow's trace. Yet in every drop, seems I find some echo of your face. Memory bleeds, oh, it's the heart's ceaseless cry. Under vast skies, where old passions never die. Yet each sunset that burns, in its fading light I see the beauty of letting go. Though part of you stays with me, and the wind whispers low a ballad of the breeze. Memory bleeds love, oh, memory bleeds.
Down by the creek, where the wild oaks grow, soft whispers of her name in the breeze that blows. Saddle worn and leather frayed on the porch of worn gray wood, that's where we laughed. Oh, how we could. Moonlight dance on her golden hair. In the quiet town, we were the perfect pair. Her scarf still smells like sweet prairie rain, left on the hook, never worn again. Lonely fire closed her eyes, now she's just a ghost in the sky. Stars above the wild lands bear witness with their silent cry. Each sunset bleeds a deeper red on this lonely gravel bed, where my heart lies heavy with the dust. Lonely fire, in your glow I trust. Seasons turn, the storms rolled in, washed the trails where feet had been. Empty cabin echoes her laugh, faded dreams like old photographs. Oak tree shadow stretches out, reaching for me, filled with doubt. This wandering life, just a lonesome ride, chasing shadows from the love that died. Lonely fire, close her eyes, now she's just a ghost in the skies. Stars above the wildlands bear witness with their silent cries. Each sunset bleeds a deeper red on this lonely gravel bed, where my heart lies heavy with the dust. Lonely fire, in your glow I trust. Under the vast and endless sky, whispers of the past, asking why. Through the winds that sweep and the rains that cleanse, her memory lives, it never ends. Lonely fire closed her eyes, now she's just a ghost in the sky. Stars above, please guide me through to the love I knew so deep and true. Each sunset now a solemn hymn on these fading trails growing dim, where my soul walks alone yet yearns to rest with her in the west, where sunsets nest. And as the fire dies and night draws nigh, here I'll stay with my quiet sigh. Lonely fire, close my eyes, dream of her 'neath these aching skies.
In the shadow of an oak, that old house stood firm in the breeze, where the porch creaked under boots, whispered tales in the leaves. A scarlet scarf she left behind on the rail, dancing free, like a flame against the prairie sky. That house had watched me leave. Oh, the winds of time blow cold across these empty echoing fields, where my heart lies buried deep beneath the frost the sun conceals. And every star up in that lonely heaven grieves under that quiet moon. The old house
watch me leave. Years drifted by like tumbleweeds across these rugged lands. The gravel roads once sung our names, now trace lines in my hands. Her laughter haunts the hollow rooms and the whispers of the eaves. Now shadows stretch their long cold fingers where that house watched me leave. Oh, the winds of time blow cold across these empty echoing fields, where my heart lies buried deep beneath the frost the sun conceals. Each sunset bleeds into the hills, a tapestry that weaves through the heartache painted skies. The old house watch me leave. Beside the hearth, an empty chair, the dust has settled there. The clock ticks time away in vain, each moment we can't share. My reflection in the pain, a face marked by the thief who stole the days we could have had as the house watched me leave. So here I roam a wanderer with this lonesome road my steed. Every trail fades into dusk, every memory a seed planted deep within the soul where only time retrieves. In the silence of that old porch step, the house still watches me leave. Oh, under that eternal sky, the old house forever grieves with a solemn silent nod as it watched me leave.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long and lean, there's an old wooden porch where we used to dream. A scarf you left behind caught on a rusty nail, whispers of the dust and the sweet clover trail. I can still see your smile in the blaze of the sunset on that lone gravel road where our last kiss was set. Oh, the silence called my name through the whispering wind. Your voice fades away like a ghost in the din. These rolling fields where my heart feels the same. Empty cabins moan neath the sky's crying rain. Silence called my name and I answered with tears, lost in the echo of our vanishing years. The saddle sits idle where once we rode wild through the rivers of time, love's currents beguile. Now nights are just pages of an old western tale where laughter once echoed, now only the gale. Your footsteps in the dust have long been washed away by the rains that turned vibrant dreams to shades of gray. Oh, the silence called my name through the whispering wind. Your voice fades away like a ghost in the din. These rolling fields where my heart feels the same. Empty cabins moan neath the sky's crying rain. Silence called my name and I answered with tears, lost in the echo of our
Yes, the silence called my name in a voice so worn, like a bell toll solemnly for love that's torn. I walk these empty roads under stars' solemn gleam, where silence calls my name and I drift and dream. Here in the heartbreak, where my soul remains bound forever to silence, where love's echo sustains. Underneath the oak where shadows wrestle with the light, I carved our names inside a heart, the edges sharp and bright. The creek sang soft beside us on that early summer's eve. Your scarf a splash of sunset, a hint you soon would leave. A hollow heart cries on the wind, whispering through the pines. Each gust of memory faded like old whiskey mixed with wine. The saddle's worn, the leather cracked, but still I ride along, chasing echoes of your laughter across the stones. The porch still creaks, it swings untouched, it sways with phantom breezes. Gravel roads we wandered once, now overgrown with reason. Your empty chair, the dusty glass, that cabin feels so cold. In the silence of your absence, the sunset's gold turns old. A hollow heart cries on the wind, whispering through the pines. Each gust of memory faded like old whiskey mixed with wine. The saddle's worn, the leather cracked, but still I ride alone, chasing echoes of your laughter across the stones. By the fading trails of yesteryears, where our wild dreams once roamed, I wander through the twilight, my spirit far from home. The stars don't shine as brightly since the heavens saw you go. In the quiet of the prairie, my heart beats slow. Hollow heart cries on the wind, a song that never dies. The pain of letting go beneath the sprawling skies. The saddle's worn, the leather cracked, but still I ride alone, with echoes of your laughter off the stones.